finally, in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! I have not implied a thing. R.I.P. And of course, just to top off the absolute memery of this stream so far, Sidnev just starts off with a Vitz. Because why not? You might as well. Both players going through quite the drought to start off. But we'll land an early Tetris. Does your manual restream scene not have the working template? I don't know, I just booted this up from the file, and this is what came up. I don't know why there's some stuff that isn't here, if there is stuff that isn't here, but yeah, feel free to send that on. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. If there's a Vitz available, you just gotta hit the Vitz. It's simple. Sidnev with an early lead here on 122,000, Tugi 99,000. It's probably not... Oh, it's the one thing I forgot, because I didn't think I needed to have this. Alright, 1 second here. I will do that after this game. It's not overly important right now. At least we can see everything. That is literally all that matters right now, that we can see everything. Exactly. Like, if this match ends up good and it's so scuffed, like... Sidnev 236, Tugi 194. Both players now about 50 lines into their level 18 journey. Tetris Sidnev, Tetris Tugi right after. At the very least, at least I can see everything. I can see all the scores and all that good stuff. You know, it's just a little bit of charm. It's a bit of amateur charm. That's what this template is. It's minimalistic. It's a work of modern art. And it should be appreciated as such. A couple of line dependencies in the stack here for Tugi. You know, Sidnev has a couple of holes there in columns 4 and 5. But she will get that cleared out fairly quickly. Tetris for Tugi up to 272. Sidnev 311 here. But a 2 Tetris lead for Sidnev so far. There's a dark corner of the room cam. Tugi's camera is from the void. You can see maybe 8 pixels. 8 would be a generous estimate there. But yeah, we'll get the template in. I don't know why it didn't show up immediately, but we will get that done in the intermission for game 2, so do not worry about that. Sidnev 381, Tugi 341, both players about 2/3 of the way through level 18 so far. Follow Adam on Twitch for more 40-minute delays. I'm just kidding. This stuff never happens in my restreams. I can guarantee that because we don't use Nestra's champs. I'm joking. Nestra's champs 99.99% of the time is fantastic. Except for the 0.1%, which is this. Sidnev 426, Tugi 391. Very interesting. Again, it's just a work of modern art. It's just minimalistic. You know, because I always hear people saying, like, oh, don't, like, have everything boxy. Have everything, like, sort of spread out. Well, you got what you wanted. Here it is. This is the ultimate final boss of Tetris layouts. Sidnev with a bit of burst of S's there. Now he's going to try to create a center well going here. Well, Tugi keeping on the right side. He's now going to set up for the Tetris here. Just needs something in that center of the board. Let's get the T-piece, but had to cover the right well as a result. Both players about to transition to level 19 here. Sidnev 508, Tugi 453. No, that's the crazy thing. It doesn't look that bad. Like, it's minimalistic in, like, a good way. And at least in my opinion. I'm not saying that just because, like, it's what I have on my screen. I'm genuinely saying that, like, I wouldn't hate this if it was any other restream. Sidnev will transition to level 19 on 558. Tugi about to transition with the next line clear. Tugi will transition on 509, gets a Tetris there up to 533. Sidnev still holding about a 70,000 point lead here. Tugi creating a line dependency there in column 2, gets it filled in. Tetris for Tugi, 560. Sidnev responds with a Tetris of her own, 635 for Sidnev. I was gonna say let's vote to keep this weird layout, but no, we'll keep it professional as we possibly can, given the circumstances that have arisen. Sidnev 689, Tugi 614 here, both players now on level 21. And both players keeping the stat clean, keeping the aggression as high as possible. And now Sidnev has extended this lead up to 744. Or not 744, extended by 100 to 100,000 points. Sidnev 800,000, Tugi 698. Don't worry, Sidnev's not ahead by 700,000 points. That would be very weird. That would be very strange. Oh, Sidnev with a couple of misdrops there. Having to burn now. This could give Tugi the perfect opportunity to get back into this game. And we have a raid. Maddie, thank you for the raid of 12. Appreciate that. Welcome in, everybody. This is a game that has gone completely to plan. And I'm glad you're here. Don't worry about the fact... Oh, Sidnev's in trouble. Needs to get something on that right side. Does get the T-piece over. And Tugi in trouble as well. Needs a long bar. And Tugi's going to top out at 710,000 points. Board quickly spiraled for Tugi. Sidnev on 823 is good for game number 1. And I think I activated the heart. I'm pretty sure I activated the heart. It's visible, I think. Oh, good God, where is the... Without... Oh, God, Sidnev got out of that. Jesus, that's a crazy dig. All right, let's get this template stuff. All right, thank you very much, Sunny. I'm pretty sure I can just put this in here. Boom. 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 And it's at the top, so let's drag it down here. 2, 1, Tetris. Woo! Let's make this even better. We still got up to 4 more games of this, and we got 2 more matches after this. Plenty of time to save this from becoming an absolute disaster show. Granted, about 95% of these problems weren't my fault, but still doesn't make me feel any less bad about it. I always want to put on a good show, but I don't want to put on a good show at the expense of the integrity of the stream, so... If any of you feel like this has been a disaster, I'm sorry, it has been. Both players starting off with a couple of good Tetrises so far. And clean start for both. 1 point ahead, Sidnev. Let's see how long that lasts. Thousands of hours of Tetris to come. It's been entertaining. I can take solace that it was entertaining, at least. Like, it's a whole, everything could have gone wrong, went wrong, and that's why we love it. When Sidnev with a bit of a messy board to start off with, is going to set up for the dirty Tetris here. Just needs that long bar to come, and oh, long bar came too late there for Sidnev. Does get ready again. Well, Tugi's going to go out into an early lead here on 161. Sidnev on 99,941. Tetris Sidnev. Yeah, according to schedule, the second game probably should have started by now. But you know what? It's okay, because that just means I'll make those games even more special for the wait. I assume we're going to go back to Nestris Champs after this game concludes, unless we are all going to collectively have trust issues. Oh, Sidnev didn't get the Z all the way over, but gets the long bar in there anyway. That's all good with me, Gerald. That is fine. We'll do NTC and hope to God that it doesn't go as badly as the last one did. Tugi 279, Sidnev 206. After a slow start from Sidnev, she has gotten the stack clean again. He's back in Tetris position. Has much more well-rounded stack than Tugi does at the moment. Tugi having to open the well back up, but now is getting that good slope going down again. So Tugi has a good board again. And both players are in quite the drought. Long bar finally comes. Tetris Sidnev. Long bar comes too late there for Tugi. And having to put a little bit more weight on that well. With that, Sidnev has now taken the lead on 321. Tugi 293. You assume correctly the other players are correctly calibrated. That is good. That is relieving. That is satisfactory to my standards. And the standards are the bare minimum. Tetris, Tugi, 330. Sidnev is in the lead at 373. Both players 3/4 of the way towards level 19. And Sidnev now going to take a 3 Tetris lead here. Tugi is trying to prepare for Tetris in the 4th column. Instead, just changes his mind, is going to get back to the right side, not going to try for any center wells, unfortunately. Takes the triple, gets back to the right-hand side. And Sidnev now trying to set up for a dirty Tetris, does get it. Can go for another, and gets another to get the well back open on the right-hand side. Sidnev 533, Tugi 454. Both players are only a few lines away now from level 19 transitions. We were all just there to watch Somalian 29 starts. Well, I guarantee you will, as long as it takes. Even if it means I'm going to be sleep deprived. Even if it means I'll be here for 20 hours, we'll get all 3 games done. That is a Adamirish guarantee. Sidnev 578, Tugi 499. Oh, and a misrotation there from Tugi. Has to cover that 3rd column and now has to get that burn. Sidnev will transition to level 19 on 603. Tugi with 524 also transitions to level 19 here. After Sidnev 655. And while I am at it, I am going to make sure to get the rest of the hearts in here. Nice Vits from Sidnev. Gets the Tetris as a result. 706, Tugi 536. Tugi now going for those center well Tetrises. Holding out for that long bar. There it is, center well Tetris for Tugi. Both players now on level 21 here. Sidnev 711, Tugi 566. Sidnev got quite high on the board there, but got the long bar just in time for that Tetris. But Sidnev's board's quickly falling apart here. Misrotates, and Sidnev is going to top out at 742. Tugi is on 575. Tugi, you are in a chase down. You need about 170,000 points here. Posted the score in chat just in case Tugi is unable to hear me. Tugi needs 742,301. That is the score to beat. Tugi's on 592 on level 23. But is trying to dig out to get that stack back to the bottom. Does. And now Tugi can start to build for Tetrises here. Needs 150,000 points. That's about 5.5 Tetrises or so at this speed. And there's one. Ethan, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that if I were you. You never know what can happen in classic Tetris. Level 25. Tugi's on 641 now. 100,000 points needed. Now down to 70,000. 2 Tetrises and change will do it. On level 25 now, but now in a little bit of trouble with that board. Needs to get it clean again. And what on God's earth happened to Sidnev's stream? Whatever, it's fine. I have the score in chat. 742,301 needed. Level 26. Still needs 50,000 points here. I'll refresh it, yeah, of course. I don't want to miss the action. I'll refresh it after Tugi finishes here. 698 now. Needs... Now with that Tetris, 731. One more Tetris needed. Also can just line this out if he wants to. 732. 736. 6,000 more points needed to complete this chase down. Can Tugi get it done? It's level 28. It's do or die. There it is. Tetris for Tugi. And Tugi will take game number 2. Gets the chase down done just before kill screen. You might have made a meal of it, but you got it done at the end of the day. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris, I'm fine, Summer. I was making a joke. I was making a funny statement. I'm fine. It is quite warm in here, though. It is quite warm. So let me turn down my heat. So that I'm not literally frying. I'm not gonna cook. No, it's all good. I was doing a comedy. I'm fine. Trust me, I'm fine. If there is one thing I am not going to do, it is quit. We might have had a lot of hiccups today. Whether it be Nestra's champs literally losing the will to live because of Tugi's calibration, or me not being able to see a 7 from a T when getting the hearts back in. It doesn't matter. If it takes 5 hours, we will finish this. I will finish what I started. Both players pretty much even here so far. Bro in the backrooms. Yes, I'm in the Tetris backrooms. What level would this be in the Tetris backrooms? Well, I suppose level 18, because both players are on level 18, but... Send us a sign if you need help. Okay, sure. What's your P.O. box? And I can send a sign to you. As long as in a carpool. Tugi's camera is just all black. Bro is invisible like that. Oh, Sidnev's in a little bit of trouble here. Needs to get that left side back open quick. Does to get the slide the long bar in. And can Sidnev get out of yet another dig? Oh, wow. That was scary. But it looks like Sidnev is going to be okay. And so she is. Tugi in the lead on 303,000. Sidnev 226. About a 4 Tetris gap here between the two players at the moment. Both players do have a clean board as well. Yeah, what do you say to that? What do you even say to that? Sidnev 277, Tugi 329 here. And could we actually see a shred of... Oh, okay. Okay, it's fine. Never mind. We're all good. As I was saying, can we see a shred of normal games for once, please? Let's hope for good luck. Everyone, just... Yeah. I hope everyone's having fun, at least. Tugi 381, Sidnev 348. And Sidnev now needing a long bar. Gets the well back open. Just about gets the long bar over his Tetris. Sidnev 373, Tugi 429. Tugi has the right well covered there. But so does Sidnev. Sidnev gets it back open. So does Tugi. And Tetris Sidnev 399, Tugi 431. Tugi is ready for a Tetris though, and we'll get the long bar for it. Tetris Tugi 454. And now Sidnev set up for a Vits. You gotta hit the Vits. Always gotta hit the Vits. No matter what scenario it is, even if you are on level 18, you still gotta hit Vits. You gotta hit Vits in any scenario, whether you're ahead on points, below on points. If you're about to top out, you gotta hit Vits. Sidnev is holding out for that long bar, and quite the drought here. Does finally get the long bar. Now is Tetris ready. And Tugi's in that same drought right now. Needs to keep burning here. Sidnev transitions to level 19 on 484, quite high on the board. And now needs a long bar there in column 3. Trying to hold out for the long bar. Has to cover it. Oh, and Sidnev's gonna top out at 488. Not much she could do there. Tugi 565. We'll take game number 3. 2, 1, Tetris! And let's see if we can go one entire game without something happening. Let's just have a normal, ordinary game. How does that sound, Classic Tetris League chat? Does that sound good? Good. Does it sound great? Fantastic! 'Cause I want it to. Oh, misdrop there from Tugi. With the T-piece. Tried to fit in the T-piece there in column 5. Just couldn't get it done. Now he's going to have to do a little bit of burning here, which is going to allow Sidnev to take an early lead here. Providing she doesn't fall to the same fate. Tugi can sense in the force when it's going to be a bad sequence. Maybe. You just kind of have that feeling as a Tetris player, don't you? That like, oh, this seed is gonna suck. It's gonna be painful for me. And sometimes you're right, and sometimes you're pleasantly surprised, but that's the greatness of it. Because you're proven right if it is a bad seed, but if you're pleasantly surprised by how good of a seed it is, then that's more motivation for you. That's how I see it anyway. Sidnev currently in the lead on 139,000, Tugi 102. Tugi does have the board clean again after the early misdrop. And it's so far so good. A little bit of a spire going on for Sidnev here. A burst of S's has now hit both players. But both seem to be handling it okay. Building around it, building up towards it, so it's less of a protrusion. But now both players entering quite a drought here. Longbar comes a little bit too late for Sidnev there, but we'll get a longbar again, Tetris Sidnev. And it looks like it's going to be an identical situation here for Tugi, but doesn't get the longbar. The second longbar did not get in there because the well was closed again. Tugi finally gets the well back open. And Sidnev now has about a 100,000 point lead here. 259,000 to Tugi's 159. And to give this stream a little bit of a slice of home in terms of my usual restreams, which I can promise you are nothing like this. Absolutely, positively nothing like this. We always have usually great, problem-free restreams. But to give it a little slice of home, what are you guys listening to today in terms of music? Let's go around the table and ask, what are you guys listening to today? What's in your rotation in terms of songs? Because it's a question I always ask. I know you guys hate small talk, but I'm sure we can make an exception for a thing that unites us all in music. Sidnev 399, Tugi 262, by the way. You mosh to NES Tetris Music 1. That is one heck of a song to mosh to. I will say, it goes hard in the mosh pit. I have heard for sure. Spanish flamenco mostly. Fair enough. Sidnev 424, Tugi 268 here. Tugi behind by now about 150,000 points. Plenty of Tetris still to play though, so this isn't a done deal just yet. Tugi has come back from deficits like this before. Literally just a couple of games ago. So you never know. No rotation, you've only been listening to Disenchanted by Michael Kahn. I think you're third, SV. I'm fairly certain you're third. I think next is Gerald and Chilled. I'm almost certain. When Sidnev has to close the well there. Sidnev's in trouble! Oh, and nothing can happen there for Sidnev. Sidnev's gonna top out at 517, and she's absolutely flabbergasted at that. Tugi is on 414, and once again, Tugi in a chase down here. Needs 80,000 points. Tugi has only started rolling 2 months ago. And is 80,000 points from snatching a famous win here in Classic Tetris League Season 25. 517,941 is the score to beat. Tugi will transition to level 19 at 467, 50,000 points. 2 Tetrises needed. There's one. One more, and I think a tiny bit of change will do it. $23,000 points away. Tugi's just gonna line this out. Tugi is the reason that we are in the non-NTC stream scene, and Tugi pulls it off. 522. Tugi takes game number 4 and wins against Sidnev. I told you we would end up having a good match. And that's one heck of a way to end it. Tugi will take game number 4 and wins 3-1.
2, 1, and Tetris. And there we go, same piece sets. Brilliant. So dog a couple pieces ahead, but actually no, just one piece ahead. Never mind, because there we go. Drought ending at the same time. And no burns yet for either player. 2 Tetris on the board for each. There's a couple little capture errors, but nothing that's too dangerous. Nothing that'll make us think that they have one scored when they actually have another. Screw up a chase down or something. Just some minnows flicking out of existence every now and again. So both players having to take some burns pretty early here. No 700k transitions this game. I mean, I guess technically it is still possible, though very unlikely given 6 burns already for Dog, and then I don't think it's even possible for Miles. Yeah, Dog's having some weird things where J and L pieces are looking like Z and S pieces. I think it's mostly Z and L pieces, but they look fine once they hit the stack. They're just weird when falling, so I'm not going to question it until it becomes an issue, I suppose. Another drought forming here, 20 drought now. But finally, it subsides. Miles has a bit of an awkward stack here for it, but gets the bar. Needs something for this tuck setup, though. Gets another bar before it resolves, but that's fine, because high enough stack. Gets 2 Tetrises, and then fills in the tuck, and scores another one. So 200k for Miles, and pretty much the same score for Dog. 216 now, having scored that most recent one. So, yeah, neck and neck. A little bit interesting bar timing so far this game, but nothing too egregious. Dog setting up a delayed Vits here, and probably getting a drought as well, because that's how the game works. Everyone knows that. Gonna burn out the delayed Vits. Ooh, nice series of tucks there. Well, it was just one tuck, but nice series of pieces for the tuck. Another drought forming, up to 23 pieces apparently. I think the drought counter's broken. Yeah. Almost 30-piece drought again. So yeah, bar timing for this seed. Not perfect, that's for sure. A difficult one to get good pace on, probably. Like, impressive pace. Solid pace. You can do that with this kind of bar timing. But I don't think anyone's getting a 700k transition off of this. Dog up to 410, Miles at 406. But 4 lines behind, so he does technically have a pace lead of around a Tetris. While real time behind by 2 doubles. I think that is. Dog has a tuck set up on the right side. Gonna get it resolved. And into a Tetris. So, both players now past 100 lines. 475 versus 478. Still very close. Okay, Dog with a little bit of a misdrop there. Now getting into an awkward piece sequence that does not resolve quickly. So, going to be taking a fair few burns here. That might allow Miles to build up a bit of a lead. But we shall see. The seed may disagree. And so far it looks like it is. Eventually a bar comes and it will let Miles take a 2 Tetris lead, pace-wise, so still nothing to complain about, especially when you're playing Dog. You take any little victory you can. And another Tetris. So there we go, transition at a about 550 for Dog. Miles still got 3 Tetris available actually here, but drought forming again. Beautiful seed, this one. But there's one Tetris, and should the bar come here, Miles will be securing a 600k transition. 604, I think it would be. And there it is. Yes, there we go. 604, 260 is the transition score. So, about 2 Tetris, a little bit more. Okay, and then Miles making a couple fun little misdrops there. That's going to completely decimate his lead, most likely. Gonna score a nice dirty Tetris though. Josh Toll stress and then misdrops. So Dog at 731 in level 22 here does have a long bar dependency, but will get it filled in. And now his left side a little bit awkward as well. But managing to keep things relatively safe given the scenario. Hits the S-spin and has the right side open. There we go, scores a Tetris, goes up to 771. But that dig has allowed Miles to bring back the pace a little bit. So pace-wise, I think Miles not too far behind, possibly even, I would say. Only about 2 Tetrises between the 2 players. And Miles behind by a full level. Though his stack not perfect, so a lot of things to equate for there. I'm just not going to really try to. Dog's stack not very clean here, but clean enough to score a Tetris. Now in a dig, though. Dog at 900k in 25. Ooh, that misdrop for Dog is nasty. Nice spin tuck. Ooh, beautiful management there from Dog. That was some impressive mechanics right there. Miles 900 right now. Well, just shy of in level 26. Dog 931 in level 27. So this is an opportunity, and Miles has just taken it to retake the score lead. And pace-wise, a full 2 to 3 Tetris ahead. But we've seen Dog's kill screen recently over these last couple weeks has been terrifying. So we'll see if that continues. And Miles now also getting into a rough situation. His left side, very bad parity there. So I think Dog does have a max out in level 29 now, has hit the kill screen. Miles, on the other hand, possibly can get one into kill screen, but it doesn't seem super likely. It would be very dangerous to try and go for it. There we go. Miles transitions at 963. So this seed has been pretty nasty. A lot of awkward pieces and long bar timings. But there we go. Center well Tetris for Miles goes up to 1 million points. Dog already at 1.1, going to score another Tetris, go up to 1.15, and another one. Very quick Tetrises there. Up to just shy of 1.2. Miles going for a dirty Tetris here. That is adventurous. And yeah, the game continues to give awful bar timings. Dog is good for the game and continuing to pile on points at 1.25. Gets a nice 7 high left there with that long bar. A casual move for these top players. However, one that I still miss at least half the time. Dog moaning for stats. 4, 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Maybe Hydrant has a tool that can run through a seed and tell you the piece sequence, but I don't feel like he's the kind of guy that would give it out, and I don't think anyone else would actually have it. So I guess Fractal maybe could make it. But I mean, Fractal could make way more wacky and interesting ways to cheat, so. He knows enough about ROM hacking and all that.